speak to Bachar El-Halabi, a Middle East political analyst who joins us now live from Dubai. Good to have you with us. So first of all, just put this into context for us. We'll talk about the detail of the deal in a moment, but this is an agreement between two countries who are essentially still enemies. This is a massive breakthrough, isn't it?
Good evening. Well, definitely the current agreement is a precedent. It's actually not a precedent, but it's a historic agreement between two countries who, in theory, remain enemies on paper, and with Lebanon not actually acknowledging the existence of a state of Israel. So this breakthrough in indirect relations, per se, between the two neighboring countries is definitely will serve at least as a building block for the future of both countries in the region, in addition to probably fostering maybe at a later stage, of course, when the situation becomes ripe enough, fostering relations after the differences and the grievances are attended to, which are a result of decades of fighting between both nations.
Now, we're still waiting to hear precise details of this agreement, and it's yet to be ratified. But do you think the scope of it will prevent future disputes over these maritime gas fields? And could it lead to greater stability in that region?
Well, one would be crazy to actually try and ensure that flare-ups will not take place in the Middle East. At the end of the day, this is a region that is always, unfortunately, bound for strife, that is bound for conflict, and conflict usually is always catalyzed in a way, and things happen very rapidly. And this deal does not mean that both nations will sign a peace deal anytime soon, and it also does not mean that the differences in terms of the land borders and the Sheba farms and other regions have been completely solved, in addition to the fact that currently or nowadays in Lebanon, it is not the Lebanese army that is at odds with Israel and that is fighting, or at least posturing to fight Israel. It's actually the Iran-backed Lebanese militia, Hezbollah, who obviously operates on an Iranian and a regional agenda. This is why, from one side, the deal serves the interests of both countries for sure, but we never know whether as Lebanese citizens or other observers in the region, we never know when might Hezbollah and Iran think that it's the right time, or the situation requires some sort of a flare-up on the borders. And this is something that we've seen over the past years in very limited scenarios in general. And the 2006 Israeli-Lebanese or Israeli war with Hezbollah remains fresh in the psyche of every Lebanese citizen and every observer in the region. So will there be conflict in the future? I don't know, but this deal definitely tries to attend to the security concerns of both countries, and the current situation in Lebanon, specifically the economic situation, also puts more pressure on Hezbollah to take into consideration the requirements and the needs of the Lebanese citizens that are currently basking in lack of electricity and darkness and hyperinflation, in addition to one of the most severe global economic crises as per the World Bank.
Bachar, thank you very much indeed. Bachar El-Halabi there.